Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Travel Tuesday. I'm your host, Tristan VanBeem, and thank you so much for joining me today. And now, as always, I have with me Mr. Daniel Armbruster from AAA Texas. Daniel, how are you doing today?
Hey Tristan, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you too. How was your weekend?
It was great, didn't have to travel anywhere,
Hmm.
so stayed home and just got ready for Christmas and the holidays actually. So
Just had a nice, relaxing weekend. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, the holidays are coming up pretty quick, especially with Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, it's just good to get in a groove and try to make sure you watch out for that traffic too.
Yeah, in fact, AAA just put out their forecast for Thanksgiving today.
Okay.
This is expected to be the busiest travel period for Thanksgiving on record. We saw that last year as well, so another record year for travel when it comes to Thanksgiving travel. So that means here in Texas, we'll see about 5.8 million Texans traveling 50 miles or more for the holiday. That's up 1.1% from last year. It's higher than our pre-pandemic levels. And then on a national level, we're expecting 81.8 million Americans to travel. Thanksgiving, of course, is a Texans tradition. Texans really show up for it, and we see that in the numbers again this year.
And it seems like nearly everyone is driving. So, how many Texans are expected to be on the road for this forecast?
Yeah, busy roadways expected. 5.3 million Texans are forecasted to travel over the holiday period. That's nearly 90% of all travelers. So most of those will travel by car. We do always remind everyone, of course, plan ahead, especially when it comes to safety. So AAA and Mothers Against Drunk Driving are working together to urge people this holiday season to not drive impaired. So over the last 5 years, 868 lives have been lost in drunk driving crashes during the Thanksgiving Day holiday. So it's really important to have a plan, a ride share, a designated driver, or public transit.
Wow, that is a lot of people, and that is a just sad statistic to have. But what about air travel? Are the airports going to be packed, or Daniel, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. More than 328,000 Texans are forecasted to fly. That's up 2% over last year. And if you're flying, we just remind you, Tristan, arrive early. Make sure you get there at least 2 hours for domestic, 3 hours for international before your flight. Book your parking ahead of time. Check in online. Download your airline's app. Always a good idea. And then it just helps save time when you get to the terminal and it's really busy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure. I mean, those airports can get busy, especially on the holidays and everything. But I want to also talk about gas prices, which are also on everyone's mind. What should drivers budget for this year as far as gas?
Well, when you look at gas prices last Thanksgiving, they're going to be pretty similar to this year. Right now, the average around Texas is a close to 260, 261. So that's almost identical to where it was a year ago. And I just recommend filling up the night before your trip. That way you don't have to deal with the gas stations probably be busier, especially if you're leaving on Tuesday or Wednesday. Don't forget you can use the AAA mobile app to find the cheapest gas prices near you too.
Alrighty, and then as part of this forecast, what destinations are Texans heading to this year? What are some of those most popular spots? Is it in Texas? Is it outside? What are we looking at?
Well, so in Texas, Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, of course, San Antonio, those are going to be
Hmm.
popular destinations, the larger metro areas where families may gather, but also the Hill Country, a very popular
Okay.
destination. I know my family goes there as well, not necessarily for Thanksgiving, but the day after they go on their hunting trip. So,
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
the Hill Country is a popular place. Also, when you look at it from a national standpoint, Tristan, Orlando, Florida, South Florida, that area tops the list. Los Angeles is also on there, along with Vegas. Honolulu is a big vacation destination for some families to get away to over the holiday. And internationally, when we look outside of the US, we see Paris, France as a popular destination. Punta Cana really big right now, the Dominican Republic, and even Sydney, Australia. So that's according to AAA's booking data. That people want to really make those big memory trips, and more people are choosing to travel over the holidays to like a destination vacation and have their holiday there, than maybe just at the traditional like going to grandma's house. Of course, most people still do the traditional way, but we are starting to see this trend of more and more people going to a destination for the holidays.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's kind of a transition from the typical staycation that a lot of people do, like you said, with their family members and everything like that. And so, since people are going to be traveling a lot and with travel this busy, how can people make planning easier ahead of time?
Great question. So, travel advisors are really a good idea. At least talk to one. You can see what they can do for you, but usually they can make a pretty big difference, especially with those record crowds out there. They can lock in better deals and routes. Of course, time is running out. And then, of course, if you have any airline changes or or you're cruising or something like that, they can deal with navigating that change. Also, just building a custom itinerary for you and handling all those details so that you don't have to. So just keep that in mind. Uh, that's one way to make sure. Again, if you're driving, make sure you fill up on gas the night before. If you're flying, download the airlines app, arrive at the airport early. All important things to do no matter which mode of travel you are going to do this Thanksgiving.
Well, awesome. Thank you. Just a little basic overview. So, talk to a AAA travel advisor if you need, and then also just make sure you're planning ahead and everything like that. Don't want to do anything last minute because that's how you really get stuck behind everyone else. And thank you, Daniel, so much for joining me on another episode of Travel Tuesday. I really appreciate it.
Great to be here, Tristan.